curious why the government shut down? A lot of people are. And it makes sense to be confused, because Republicans control the White House, the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the courts. So wouldn't you think they could do whatever they wanted? The truth is, even though they hold all the cards, they don't know what they're doing. It's a mess. They're not very united, and they're not very popular. And they can't keep their own government funded. Have you ever had a homework assignment or something, and something comes up and you need an extension? Just a few more days to sort things out and finish it up. Well, that's how Republicans have been governing. They can't get enough people to agree to their terrible budgets, so they keep asking for short-term extensions. They want to kick the can down the road. And the Democrats said, enough. The American people are counting on their leaders to govern. We're not going to give you another short-term Band-Aid fix. You should do it right, and you should give us a proper funding bill that reasonable people would agree with. And the Democrats said, we'll support you, we'll give you the votes, if you support the American people. Do you remember Trump's big bad bill a few months back? There's a nasty Republican trick they love doing. They love to pass bills that are bad for the average American, but those negative consequences for you and me are on a delay. So by the time they kick in, you can't tell that they made your life worse. And one of the things in that big bad bill a few months ago starts with the new year. They're making big cuts to healthcare. Millions of Americans depend on the Affordable Care Act, the ACA. Republicans in Congress don't care. While they're happy to throw money at Israel and on ballrooms, they want to take $1 trillion away from Americans' healthcare. This means 4 million Americans will lose their insurance. 22 million Americans, your premiums are going to go up by 75%, maybe double. The more we look into it, the projections look worse and worse. Because not only will millions of Americans lose their healthcare when they can't afford it, but those insurance companies want to make their money back elsewhere. So prices are going to go way up across the board. Here's one example of what your premiums might look like next year compared to this year. I'm all for fiscal responsibility. If you can't afford a big coffee from Starbucks, you cannot get it. But insulin, you don't have a choice. And if you can't afford the medicine you need, your life is at risk. That's the radical Republican vision for America starting next year. But the Democrats want to help you. Their message is clear, and their ask is simple. We won't help keep open a government that's not governing for the average American. We won't let you afford this government if you won't let Americans afford healthcare. Nothing radical, it's nothing new. If anything, it's conserving the status quo. Just don't make life worse for average Americans. Don't take their healthcare away. All Republicans had to do was say, okay. All they had to do was put Americans first. They saw this was coming. They had time to work with Democrats. But the radical right would rather shut down the government than let you keep your healthcare. What does that say about their priorities? Why won't they take responsibility? And why won't they stand up for you? If you want, you can call your representatives and thank them for standing up for your healthcare, or ask them why they aren't. Take care.